guys, let's tee this one up. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. Looking for blockers. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. So SMU's offense will get the first possession of the game. And the old saying is that a tight end is a quarterback's best friend. And David, if that's the case, these two couldn't be chummier.
Yeah, I mean, they know exactly where they're at. They're on the same page. Both of them are superstars. And Jesse, when you got a tight end, you can move around. You can feature in the slot. He can block. He can catch it. He can run after the catch. A quarterback that's already great, he knows to find that gap.
And that's incredible in this offense when you think about it, David, is a lot of their explosive plays in the passing game go to the tight end. This guy is athletic. He can stretch the field. He's a matchup problem. And there is no question in this game, the quarterback is going to be looking for his big fella early and often.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Got him downfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got it behind the line. It's Knight. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out route. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Gives it on the option. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for the team.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Finds his man. It's Knight. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Off play action. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's give.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Orange with a ton of options available on second and short. Handoff from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Orange now facing a third and short. Surging forward on the sneak. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. He's got him. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. And the Mustangs will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Going to run it. It's Willis. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Short of Indiana's Kurt Signetti, perhaps no one had a more impressive debut in 2024 than Fran Brown at Syracuse, and they're set up well to continue their success.
Well, Fran Brown did a great job in the portal bringing in Kyle McCord at quarterback. He really helped ignite the offense. Now all of a sudden you've got to replace that missing piece. So I think a big part of the success this year, David, for Syracuse offense, can you score points and can you have a consistent signal call?
Yeah, because you're losing that quarterback first of all and all the guys he was throwing to. So they won 10 games way ahead of schedule. Fran Brown promising now. Got to do it. Got to reload with some new cast of characters and a little more difficult schedule.
Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Give to the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Gill. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's Hatcher. Oh, the ball's on the ground. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
That ball carrier is very lucky.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is it. Video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, this man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's a kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Quarterback just flat, missed him, incomplete.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide, and I can throw them the football, and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. It's third and goal, and a long way from the end zone. Wants to throw again. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hudson. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
A strike downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Skips away from pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Slings it downfield. It's caught. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The Mustangs want to pick up the tempo.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
And the Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Pocket breaking down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Nestled just inside that right upright. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Plays like that, a common sight for Syracuse fans. A year ago, as Kyle McCord led the nation in passing, the Orange won 10 games, won their highest profile bowl in a quarter of a century. Without McCord, what's the expectation now, David?
I mean, it was crazy, first of all, what Fran Brown did. Like, to take Syracuse and to make them believe, and then the high-flying offense, but now completely retooling, reloading, like, all the pass catchers at the quarterback spot. So interested to watch this offense and how they put it together, because last year they found an absolute diamond in the rough.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Finds his big tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. The lead is down to a field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. To the air, it's Jennings. Snagged out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Mustangs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And they'll spread receivers all over the field, 5 wide on 2nd and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mustangs!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's James. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offense.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Rushes on him. There's a live football. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a first down, and they've got to show this urgency.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Looking to throw on first down. Sets up the screen. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Syracuse has it in the red zone. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Back to pass, it's Jennings. Pressure coming. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give to the lone running back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. They'll try to sneak it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. The kick is on its way. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for a gap. It's Harden. Oh, better look out! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Give to the fullback. And the Mustangs are stopped, but not before getting the 1st down.
And this is the part of the field where it starts to be even more clear, right? I'm not backed up in my own territory. I'm getting towards midfield. 4th and inches? I can't get inches? I like my offense. I like their aggressiveness, and I like the way they went and got the 1st down.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. The Mustangs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The give to the back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Jennings. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. He's going to take off. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Are you kidding me? I mean, that's really good defense to take away the pass and take away the big play, but the quarterback just makes absolutely something out of nothing, scrambles around, finds a way to get in for the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
The give on the option. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Now on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Motion from the wideout. From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Orange. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting turnovers, and it starts with the pass rush. It was the hit on the quarterback that forced the throw to not be as accurate as the QB would have liked. Nice job in the back end, securing the interception, and then taking it the distance.
20, Syracuse, 10.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
It was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Floating away. He's going to run it. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
The give to the big fullback. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And don't complicate things. Give it to the big fella. By the way, the fullback who blocks all the time, does all the dirty work. Hand it to him, let him plow ahead, Palmer, and get that first down.
Are we in a time warp? Like, what year is this? Is this 1995? We're handing off the...
Turns on the Jets! And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. And the Mustangs are on the move. They'll go to the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Jennings. Throws to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Fights off a defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So the final period starts with a second down play. From the gun, the running back has it. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute, you got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Running back searching for a hole. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
2
They'll give it to Johnson. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth.
27, Syracuse, 10.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. The give on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly to the tight end.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Power football with the run. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3-and-out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
That's caught. It's cooked. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Willis. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Grab behind the line. It's Nixon. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He wants it all. Touchdown, Cuse. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick.
Syracuse.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
The give as they work on that clock. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the back. First play of the drive, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Cook. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They'll try to get the first through the air. With the catch, it's Ross Simmons. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? He wants to throw it again. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. 3rd down play from the gun. He's going up top here late in the game. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The inside handoff. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Mustangs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They go to the counter. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. He got it. And now the lead is even bigger. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. He's taking a deep shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third down, he drops the throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Willis. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On fourth down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Syracuse right back at it. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment defense.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Nixon. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Got the quick pass. Turning it on. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit.